In a world where automation is king and trains rule your logistics, two engineers set out to conquer the stars. Or at least, that's the plan. One's a master of efficiency and order, the other, well, let's just say, I'll fix it later. Well then, hello there. For the uninitiated, Factorio is a game about building massive automated factories to survive and thrive on an alien world. You start with nothing after a crash landing with basically a pickaxe, a few materials, some patches of ore, and a dream. And somehow you're supposed to end up with a sprawling industrial complex with miles of train line and conveyor belts. A lot of conveyor belts. Along the way, you balance your production chains, defend your factory from alien wildlife that, for some reason, doesn't like all the pollution you're putting in the air. Can't imagine why. Occasionally blow something up because it's not needed anymore, or maybe because someone enabled PvP. Now, I've actually beaten Factorio Space Age expansion. In fact, I've beaten Factorio a lot. See, I'm practically a day one player for Factorio. And despite that, there weren't achievements early on. In fact, I got really into modding Factorio to the point where I don't have a lot of the achievements that I probably ought to, because in almost every playthrough I've done, they've been disabled from mods. For this playthrough, we're going to be using the official Train World preset. And basically, it's meant for trains. There's a lot of open, sprawling ground, and honestly, we're not 100% sure how that affects Space Age, but we're willing to find out. So hopefully no long, lazy conveyor belts here, no infinite piping of oil across the vast waste. We are going to be using locomotives, cargo wagons, wherever it seems reasonable, as well as train yards and whatever it's going to take to automate trains. Now, here's the catch. I keep saying we. My friend Anthony is gonna be in charge of teaching me how to do trains properly, or at least that's a plan for this series. He's the type of player who, when he designs where his station layouts are and how he's going to lay out the track and where everything's going to go, from the outside looking in, it might feel like military precision. I was honestly blown away when I've seen some of his save files. On the other hand, I have the habit of, let's call it creative chaos. I'll slap down machinery basically wherever it fits with the noble intention of I'll make it look pretty later. As spoiler alert, if later does come, I don't always worry about efficiency. I just like to make it look good, and as long as the factory functions, I'm happy. So ultimately, here's the plan. Together we're going to start from scratch, automate everything, mining, whatever it's going to take to get into space, survive the wildlife, ride the rails, and hopefully bring logistics to the stars, which feels ridiculous to say, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Along the way, you can expect a healthy mix of hopefully brilliant and questionable engineering, hopefully not too many questionable design choices, and the occasional question of why aren't the trains working? Welcome to Factorio Space Age, Train World Edition.
What button is it to...
It's E to rotate.
No, to, like, pick stuff up straight from...
Oh, it's like shift click or something.
Control click, that's what it is. I've been trying to find that keybind for like 5 minutes.
The following footage was recorded over the course of a few different live streams. If you're interested in catching this live, me and Anthony try to stream for about 5 hours once a week working on this save file. Currently, we are streaming on Thursdays from around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 6 o'clock, sometimes a little later, dependent upon how much time Anthony's got. If you're interested in joining us, we'd really love to have you. You can go check out my stream over on twitch.tv/OvonTheWise. And in any case, I think for this first chunk of footage, I will basically just kind of real loosely talk through my thought process as we build up the starter factory. I'll cut back in anytime something funny happens and just let it play out, but for the most part, this is going to be some sped up footage while I just kind of talk about how we set up the starter factory. Now, I want to preface this by saying that we're calling this a starter factory, but we'll probably be inhabiting this quite a bit more than most players would. Me and Anthony are kind of just trying to figure things out with each other, as this is the first time we've really played together, or at least in Factorio. And Anthony, he's got his own way of doing things. A lot of how he learned to play the game was by watching speedrunners, it sounds like. So he's got some very interesting ways of doing things that don't necessarily always mesh well with my way of doing things, which a lot of how I've learned how to play the game is through trial and error. Like I said in my intro, I am essentially a day one player, and I've kind of figured a lot of this out on my own. Every now and again, I'll look up how somebody else does things just to kind of try to teach myself something new. But for the most part, I'm entirely self-taught. So some of the things that I do don't always make the most sense from the outside looking in. And I'm hoping that through this series, me and Anthony will both grow in our way of playing Factorio by learning off each other, as we both already get along really well when we play other games, so I think we're going to have a lot of fun playing this. One thing to note right off the bat, Anthony's got this huge stack of furnaces going. That's not something that I typically do. Typically, I will attempt to try and get some kind of electric furnace going at the very least before I really start to automate things, because I don't like pissing off the biters. Whereas you can tell, Anthony is getting very aggro very quick with these biters, which unfortunately does come back to kind of bite him in the butt. If you noticed in the chat log behind me, or at least behind my VTuber, this is not Anthony's first death that is about to come up. It's not his second either. But I had faith that he'd figure it out eventually. But it would seem that I ended up needing to intervene a little bit, which unfortunately also resulted in my first death as well. Again, I try to piss off the wildlife as little as possible when I play the game. And that's not anything against Anthony. Anthony plays the game the way he wants to, I play the game the way I want to, and we help each other out to the best of our abilities. But for our first time playing the game together, this was an interesting and fun learning experience. At least, it was for me. The hotkey got a hold of me.
Middle click it?
Was it middle click? Okay.
I don't remember, though. It might be. I think we need to get some better weaponry before we actually try to take care of those guys.
Yeah, I think. We're just watching you die over and over again. I was like, he'll figure it out. Speaking of all that aggro, I had gotten science up and running, or at least red science in my pockets, and I decided to go ahead and get some firearms on the mend so that we could at least get a little bit more firepower, that between me and Anthony we could probably take out this close spider nest. Now, regardless of whether you're being aggressive or not, this nest was pretty close to our starting resources, and it really had to go. And while although things didn't go exactly according to plan, we did get rid of it, so I guess that's a win. We'll chalk that first win up on the board and pretend that all those deaths didn't happen.
I didn't eat my fish in time.
it's safe to come get your stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking so.
I'm out of ammo. Get it. Blast it. Hey. Teamwork.
Yeah.
The 5th time's the charm. I think one of the things that I personally need to get into the habit of is when I play this game, a lot of times my brain is just like, oh, if I sit here and watch TikTok for like 5 minutes, I'll have what I need. As opposed to like, oh, if I just make a better system, the next time I need this, I'll have it. Like, I think that's part of the issue I'm in, because my brain, I would have just been like, oh, I have a coal snake, I can sit and wait.
Yeah. What you need to do in this game is just constantly make stuff better while you're waiting for other stuff.
Yeah. And see, this will be one of the first times in a very long time where I haven't purposely tried to spawn myself on a peninsula. Because I normally put myself on a peninsula and then cut myself off from the rest of the planet. And then I only have to defend one wall. So all my resources can go to defending that one position.
Well, another thing is that with this, the expansion is off, so you don't have to defend as much.
Which I will miss a bit.
Yeah. Expansion is...
Yeah, I think it's a hell of a challenge.
Yeah.
So that said, I wonder if I could go into the settings and re-enable expansion, but like leave it as Train World.
I think there is a way to do that, but
I don't think it would. I don't think it'd re-enable the achievements. I'm pretty sure the achievements would stay turned off, but.
I think changing the settings after you've generated the world disables all achievements.
Oh.
If I remember right.
Okay. Good to know. With our first session coming to a close, Anthony had gotten up our first level of automation when it comes to our furnace stacks. Now, again, I don't typically do a furnace stack with a burner, so this was my first time seeing how somebody sets that up. Genuinely. I've watched a lot of videos like Daring Darrington, and that kind of, washes over me in the beginning because it's just the beginning of their video. It's how they do things. But to see somebody do a burner furnace stack was interesting to me. Again, I'm all about trying to wait until I unlock electric furnaces, which means I'm kind of crafting a lot of stuff in my pockets, and I'm only using maybe a handful of burners, like maybe less than 6 burners, to get all the way to electric furnaces, and then I'm spamming out solar panels in an attempt to keep my pollution low. But in a multiplayer session where me and Anthony can watch each other's backs, that's a whole different game, and I'm just gonna have to get used to not doing things like that. And in fact, I do. I suspect, though, that at some point that might come back to bite me in the butt, especially when we start moving on to other planets where me and Anthony may not be on the same planet at the same time. I love how you're not a speedrun player, but you play like a speedrun player.
I mean, I don't like the early game is the thing.
You just want to get out of the early game as quick as possible.
Yes.
Over the course of the next session or so, we got our basic production loops up and running, as well as our starter science. So I'm gonna kind of skip a lot of the early base starter stuff, because I assume you aren't gonna want to see that, especially if we're already 12 minutes into the video, or however far we are now. But I will cut back in with a handful of funny moments and some interesting conversations that we had along the way, because again, we stream this. So I had chat talking to me and asking us questions and things like that, and it resulted in some interesting things that got said.
Yeah, that's another thing. Oh yeah, I keep looking for stuff. I'm like, oh wait, we haven't had it unlocked yet. Then I look in the corner, and that's this current research.
Dude, my like default loadout once I have drones is like it'd be 400 green circuits, 400 red circuits, and 200 blue circuits. I don't know why I need them. I just know I'm gonna need them.
Don't know why yet.
Yeah.
And then you get dependent on that, and when you're good with it, you're like, ah.
Now I understand why I did that.
There's also a little bit of a difference when you start having bots build for you.
Yeah.
With how much faster you need stuff to build with. You're starting to do mega builds in 5 minutes instead of 30.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you'll even see me late game be like, oh, I need more wood for power poles.
Oh my god! Please tell me you didn't ship power poles to other planets.
I think I might have.
Because, like, there's other planets where you can't get wood, or you get very little of it.
I think I might have done that.
Like, I shipped 100 power poles to each planet in the very beginning, and was like, this is to get me up and going. But, like, I was like, if I need more than 100 power poles, like, I'm in trouble. Session 3, we were trying to get our walls up and running. We already had concrete production going. We had this automated. It was just a matter of trying to decide where exactly the walls needed to end up that would allow us enough expansion that we weren't going to chokehold ourselves while trying to expand our production lines. One of the big things that I really struggled with early on was just making my base large enough to expand into without having to constantly push the line. But I don't think that's going to be an issue on this playthrough, as the expansion of the biters is turned off because it's Train World, although that doesn't stop them from coming and attacking our base. All that said, though, we're pretty happy with how large our initial starter base is, and we've decided that probably the best way of handling things going forward, if we expand the base at all, might be to just build a new base, or to build pocket factories and ship things in. So once we get rid of our starting patches, we're probably going to tear that production down and just turn that into a large scale smelting operation to be able to handle whatever we're going to do, or even just shipping and receiving of all smelted goods coming into the main base. Or at least, that's our plan for now.
Wish me luck. I'm going to liberate some oil. The bugs have placed strategic rocks around their base. Uh-oh. The uh-oh was when the card got destroyed.
You have any armor?
Yeah.
Right.
Took a few seconds, but there were like...
Now you're gonna take my car.
Yes. On my way down. Again. I died. Again.
I noticed.
In this game, I am very much I run in. I try not to die. Try to take as many of them with me as I can. Japanese World War II tactics.
Yeah, I kind of noticed. Personality-wise, I would imagine that I would get along better with a tomboy. Which then raises the question, can you be a tomboy and a femboy at the same time? I would imagine yes, but like...
That's an interesting question.
At what point do you stop being a femboy and you just become a dude that likes to dress up as a chick? And it stops being a personality trait. David Bowie wore a lot of dresses, and that man was masculine as fuck. Yeah, I will remember your threat, Fred. And I suspect it has to do with the first threat you ever gave me.
What's he threatening you about?
He threatened to find an artist who was willing to draw me pregnant. I suspect that that's what he's threatening me about again.
That's the kind of threat you remember.
Yeah, right?
I think the oil field's planned out a decent bit.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I like that you already put power over to the oil.
Hey, Wiseman.
PvP enabled.
He'll hold still long enough for me to be able to do that. Ah! He figured out how to do it before I did.
I saw
You
that.
were on that shit.
I was like, oh, Wiseman's here.
PvP
Oh, Wiseman's
enabled.
doing that.
Okay, we have to have a duel now. 2 different people have subscribed for it. I gotta figure out how to shoot again because you're on a friendly team. Is it shift?
Mm-hmm.
I have 14 bullets to kill you with. What? You said it was shift, you bastard.
It is shift space.
Oh, you cheating with a car, you son of a bitch.
It's not cheating, it's using what I had on hand.
I am genuinely up. Ran me down, you son of a bitch.
I'm clearing some trees in a better way. Oh.
There you go, Irish.
I was not expecting you to come over and actually kill me. I was going to try to roast you alive after you started trying to kill me. But I ran out of flamethrower ammo right at the wrong time.
You would have melted me.
I literally finished with the trees, pointed towards you, hit space, and nothing happened.
A lot of hot air.
Do it.
PvP aside, the rest of that week's stream was pretty uneventful. Now, this was one of our longer streams, so we did get a fair amount done in the regards of oil production. Getting the train set up took a little bit more time than I initially anticipated, but I suppose that's what it means when you're going to try and do trains properly, instead of just a back and forth loop like I typically do. Now, I was able to actually get oil production up and running, although it ended up bottlenecking itself, and I do eventually sort that out by doing some fracking and kind of mixing up the different oils and kind of get things balanced. I suspect this isn't going to be the last time I'm going to have to rebalance the oil, especially all things considered, just how much oil and different types are needed for once you start going to space and the various things needed for doing that. And we're not 100% sure yet on if we're going to be using oil products to run the trains or if we're just going to run things on coal. I personally would like to run them on rocket fuel because I know it makes the trains run faster, or at least it used to in the original version of the game, and I am currently assuming it still does. We may need to test that though. In any case, this week's live stream was a lot of fun. We got a lot done in the sense of kind of just getting things organized and getting ourselves set up for the following week. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. So I making that like little sushi build took me a little longer than I thought it was going, and we started getting attacked in different directions. So I was like, well, I'll put the walls up and then I'll turn it off, and like we just kept getting attacked. So I was on a little longer than I meant to be.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, you're getting everybody in right now.
Yeah, well, I told Sandra I'd be live today. Thank you, Red. I appreciate
Oven
that.
should become a femboy.
Oh God. I love and hate how my community encourages each other. What's my favorite dinosaur? Both the Brachiosaurus and the Brontosaurus. Because I am autistic. Yeah, this isn't a cult.
Not yet.
Don't encourage them, Anthony. I just realized what you said. Autism just means you're pre-installed with a dinosaur encyclopedia.
I'm just like putting up the ghosts for the defenses, and I just see a body laying on the ground over here. From where I died.
I was about to say, it's yours.
Yeah. That's one thing that I think is interesting about all of this, is that you can see, like, the stuff doesn't disappear.
Yeah. Well, when you put an item down over top of it, it's got like a 20 or... I think with player bodies and stuff, it's like a 20% chance to disappear, but for anything else, it's got like a 10% chance to persist. So like you could like put down a factory and then be like, okay, we don't need this factory anymore, and go to pick it up and then find a body under it.
Uh-huh. Huh, kind of like real life.
Yeah. Jimmy Hoffa's out there somewhere, man. So my dad came in when I was streaming Satisfactory like a while back, and I was working on a huge fucking cement factory, and I'd already kind of done up the outside to make it look decorative, and he asked me what I was making, and I went outside and looked up at the sign, and it was Jimmy Hoffa's cement factory, and it was like the only time I think my dad's ever chuckled while I was playing video games.
There we are.
I had to explain to my folks what a meme was at the time, because I used the word out of context in front of them. Like, They're like, so it's an online internet joke. And I'm like, yeah, but it also has to be relatable in some way. Because you can tell a joke that isn't relatable. Like, it's supposed to be something that is vaguely relatable to the greater masses. That's what makes it a...
Or at least the greater masses in a community if it's a...
Right, if it's a community-specific meme. And, like, they're like, that's too many rules for a joke. And I'm like, not really.
If it doesn't follow those, it just doesn't grow.
And my dad was like, okay, well, what would be a meme I'd find funny? And I said, okay, well, you've worked on a lot of cars, right? And he goes, yeah. And I said, what if you were like scrolling through a forum about cars, and then you saw a picture of what was a bolt and a welding torch with the text that said, it can't be tight if it's liquid. And he started chuckling, and I was like, you get it then. Also, I got really bored one summer and taught myself how to pick locks, which is a skill that always feels like it'd be cool to have until you actually use it for the first time in front of somebody, and then they immediately stop trusting you. And it's like, you asked me to do this. Like, it's always the person who asks if you know how to pick locks who gets freaked out that you know how to pick locks.
Yeah. I tried. At the time, I just couldn't control my fine motor skills that much. By now I probably can, because I tried like 7 years ago.
I should set up like a proper science loop instead of this bull crap I've got going on that I'm hand feeding.
Yes.
Do I use a cane sometimes? If I'm going to be walking long distances, I take a cane with me because I don't know if my knees are going to hold up or not. But if I'm going to something like a museum or an aquarium, I actually take a wheelchair. That having been said, most people's kids do not know how to interact with a person in a fucking wheelchair. I have had people's kids climb on me like I'm a fucking piece of gym equipment. Yeah. Dude, I went to the Chicago Aquarium the last time we were in Chicago. And just some random fucking woman sat in my lap and like tried to wheel my own chair around because I guess she was tired of walking. And then like, because I put the brakes on and refused to let her wheel the chair around, he got a fucking attitude with me. I'm like, you just sat in a disabled person's lap and tried to treat them like your own mobility. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't mind it when it's a little kid, because usually it's a little kid trying to look into a display case or something, so I'll hold on to the little kid and help support them and talk to them and, like, interact with them about what they're looking at. And I won't make it about the kid not knowing any better, because usually little kids genuinely don't know any better. But, like, also, where the f*** is your parent? Like, how did we get to this point?
What parent would let their kid sit in a random person's lap?
And like,
unless it's Christmas time.
But like, when we were at the Georgia Aquarium, not the Georgia Aquarium, the Chicago Aquarium, like, the first kid who did it to me was really struggling to see into the aquariums because they're kind of high up. They're like 4 or 5 feet off the ground. Like, they're kind of meant to be at head height to make you feel small compared to the fish. Like, that's a design option. But that means that a child has to be like 15, 20 feet away from the glass to be able to see into the case. And it's really stupid. So like, when the kid, like, I saw the kid like standing up on his tippy toes, and then he just looked over at me and climbed into my lap immediately, and I just was like, all right, we're doing this. Like, Red, there's a lot of people that would agree with you about kids. My mother is not one of them. Apparently, according to my mother, I was a golden child. If I did anything wrong, she literally basically told me I had done something wrong, and then I would punish myself by putting myself in a
Sounds like what an autistic kid would do.
Right? Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, sticks. I would put myself in timeout. Like, my mom would basically, like, she said that at work she'd, like, pick me up and stick me in the corner, and then I wouldn't take myself out of the corner. I would just sit in the corner and wail and scream and cry and, like, basically punish myself. By the time I, like, figured out that I could just get up and walk away, it like, we basically were out of the point of doing that as a punishment.
Run on the path that you made.
I feel like pathing's one of those things a lot of players leave so late in the game, like, doesn't feel like it does anything by the time you get around it.
I never do it, so so it doesn't do anything anyway, so, you know. That's one thing I need to start changing, but apparently we did have some visitors recently.
Oh. Find some damaged
Because-
walls.
No, I found a forest fire that I didn't start.
Oh. Ding.
Our defenses started it for us. Trying to figure out which one it was. Because none of our flamethrower turrets say they have any kills or damage dealt, so
They died to the forest fire?
maybe the kills and damage dealt only count direct fire hits or whatever.
Or they aggroed
Flame.
the flamethrower, but were far enough away that they died to the forest fire and not the flamethrower.
Possible. But yeah, that was a place where I was going to start a forest fire manually, but now I don't have to. Wish me luck in not burning alive. Getting eaten alive. Because I'm going to try to swoop in, start to burn their stuff, and then go back to the wall. Actually, I don't need to do that because I had way too much armor for those guys.
Yeah, I got over there just in time to watch.
Why, here I go killing again.
Claptrap, right? Not where that one comes from?
I don't remember the original.
I love the fact that the devs fully recognize that most people hate Claptrap, and we're like, let's make him a Vault Hunter, so that we have a reason to keep him around.
I also didn't complete the wall. I just noticed that.
Oh? Feel like a hole somewhere?
Well, double layering it.
Oh,
There's just a single layer on the top. Or the northern, or whatever part you want to call that. Okay, look on the map at me right now.
ah. This is fine.
Yes! And it is completely fine. My strong enough that nothing is happening to me. Oh, they're starting to go down a little bit because more fighters are starting to show up.
They ate your car.
They killed my car.
Yeah,
I thought I parked far enough away.
apparently not. They also came to the wall where I was standing, but the flamethrowers took care of that.
Yeah, I assumed they would. It feels like flamethrowers are overpowered a little bit here.
A little bit.
No, my car. It's always funny when you find a power pole that's in your way. You delete it and then just look around to see if anything lost power.
That is the most relatable thing I've ever heard for this game.
Does this do anything?
Did I fuck myself by unplugging this?
It's always funny when it did absolutely nothing and you're like, redundant, okay.
As I've been like slowly replacing my solar panel farm in my other save, I've been doing that so much because my solar panels were like daisy chaining parts of the factory together and I didn't realize it. Yeah. So like I pulled apart like a huge chunk of the solar panel farm and then like turned off a third of the factory and was like, oh no! Like, 'cause I just didn't know.
Can I unmix the plastic into the... What's it called again? Sulfur.
What do you mean?
Like you mixed them on this belt down here when you made it.
Oh, yeah, if you need to, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I really like keeping those belts separate.
The only reason why I did it that way is I wasn't sure if we were going to want to expand this, and I made it in a way where it can be copied and pasted to be expanded. That was why I did it that way.
Okay.
I guess if we wanted to, we could make the outputs over here and go up. That way you could expand it if... I figured this was fine for now.
Spilled a little bit. Actually, yeah, I am gonna put the outputs on that side just so we can expand it if need be. Hey, Sulfur, you shouldn't be on that line. So I did spill it myself and... I did cause that, but you shouldn't be doing that. What are you doing?
Not wanted?
No, I was just wondering what you were doing.
I figured if you're gonna keep them independent, we might as well have a full double line.
Yeah. Doing this one just so you don't have to keep hand making it.
What now?
Making these so you don't have to keep hand making them.
Yeah. Because we're not gonna need a ton of
them. I just saw that you were down there doing it.
Oh, did you just start Black Science? Oh, okay.
Well, I'm actually automating it just so we have it when we ever need a ton of it.
Okay.
Red, I've heard so many things from you that I can't put weight in anything you say anymore.
Red's gonna get himself banned from the US before he's even old enough to come here.
He probably is already.
Well, I mean, independently. Red, you're what, still in high school, right? Or like,
No, I was meaning I think he's already banned himself.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah? I have not eaten, no. Sure. Be nice if you could go. Well, actually, no, I need to run an errand, so I'll go. Publix. Dad was praising the fact that his diabetic numbers were looking good. And then as he walked out of the room after asking if I wanted Chinese, his fucking diabetic meter went off.
Huh.
Should I bring it down adjacent to the coal line and then you can just do whatever you want with it? It's gonna be bricks, right? Raw bricks?
No, it'll be walls that I need.
Need walls. Okay. Do you want me to handle that all up here then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't route anything too close yet, because I'm trying to figure out my own routing.
That's fine. I'm basically gonna treat this as a big concrete factory up here then, and just anything that is related to rock is just gonna get done up here.
Sounds good. What's new?
So while I was
Concrete production?
building concrete production, I ran a bunch of science. We have logistics.
Okay.
So we'll need to make some kind of basic bot factory to automate that, but yeah, we can make bots now. Oh my god. Instead of just, could you just pick it up and carry it to wherever you want to take it?
I'm just trying to figure out how in the future to get through there as well. You know what the first thing I hit with the tank is?
Another tank?
Yeah. The other tank that I put there. Not thinking, yeah. Oh. Second thing I hit was a power pole. Which does not surprise me. Power poles are... Tanks are power poles' natural predator. I'm off to fight some bugs.
I saw that.
What?
Hit a rock.
Yeah. I opened the map and drifted into a rock. I'm out of flamethrower ammo. Time to use the bigger ammo. As in the tank itself. Just run it over. We're gonna need to stock the tanks with power poles and walls.
You can justify running those things over?
Because I'm going to run them over anyway.
Oh, wise. PvP is not enabled.
Not yet. Not until somebody decides to pay for it. Yeah, speaking of, I really need to go get some more flamethrower ammo.
Soon after. One debt to society later.
Enemy spotted.
This is gonna be huge, isn't it?
It's going to be quite large.
See, this doesn't work because you watch the chat.
Yes.
Fuck, I
That
can't
makes it fair.
I can't remember what fucking button it is. It used to be C. Yeah, the same button that lets me shoot shit doesn't let me shoot you. This isn't fair. What is it? Make it fair.
I'm just holding shift space, and we're both kitted up enough that we can't kill each other.
I don't know about that.
Like,
Oh, you're right.
my armor is taking
our
all
armor
of
is
that.
yeah. Our armor is just absorbing everything. Shit. Yeah, no, that was pointless.
Yes.
Crafting shit in my hand, I was basically just running back over and grabbing accumulators, and so like I ended up with way more than I anticipated. But I was like, well, fuck it, I'm here now. I might as well put them down.
Yeah. So we really don't need this many boilers now. We need some more twice baked iron.
Twice baked iron. Brain is good. I don't know why. Normally I don't have an issue with hey Riptide. Normally I don't have an issue with remembering where everything is, but for some reason my brain is just like, yep, nope, you don't remember building any of this. Like,
Or is your brain on your factory?
oh, on my Minecraft server?
No, you're.
Oh, on
Haven't you been
my
doing
factory.
your own
No,
factory too?
I basically stopped. Oh. I stopped my playthrough when we started ours. We're doing another. Oh yeah, twice baked. Okay. So we need low density structures for both going to space and for yellow science. So should we just make it as its own independent little pocket factory?
I would say yes.
Okay.
We're getting
Should
a
it
ton of
have its
wood.
own smelter line? It's gonna use a lot of copper.
Wait, let me look at this. Yes.
Okay.
I would put it like over here. Like Not like
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah. In this spot. Yeah.
yep, with electric ones.
Yeah. Guess you couldn't wait for me to.
I'm just fast at making those stacks. Is the thing.
I guess I like
Even
making.
without-
I like to make everything in my pockets first, and then fucking like start planning stuff out. You just kind of go for it.
Yeah, I just do it and then use the little thing that says, "Oh yeah, it needs these entities are missing for construction." I think I remember saying at the beginning of this playthrough that one of the things that I would allow myself to use that was pre-made is belt balancers.
Okay. I as long as it doesn't just devolve into like grabbing blueprints from random places, I'm not.
There's like one balancer book that I use. I feel like the bigger floor drop is that your mom lived in Chicago.
How is that? My mom went to Ray Vogue art school.
That's an even bigger floor drop. Your mom went to art school.
I went to art school. I just didn't. I went to public art school. In fact, I went to multiple art schools. My mom also babysat for, I can't remember, I think it was a blues artist, or maybe it was a jazz artist. And my mom had just put his kids to bed, and she got a phone. Stephen Stills, but what was he? I don't know who that is. I get that, but what did they do? Jazz pop group. Okay. Mom basically got a phone call where he was like, "Hey, I left my gun in the hotel room somewhere. Can you find it?" Which, I mean,
That's something to leave in the hotel room.
right, with young children.
Yes.
Yeah, and she found it, yeah. But no, she did not take it for a test drive. Pretty sure my mom was terrified to touch it. But yeah, she like put it on top of the fridge basically so that nobody but him could have gotten to it. Where do you want the I designed a basic stackable. Where's the output? Do we want this?
I'd say to. What do those need? I would maybe take what you have and flip it vertically.
Right, so it's this way.
No, like flip it
Flip it
top
this
to
way.
bottom and
That's-
then go down with it.
Okay, that's fine, but like the output goes down.
Yeah, I think that might be the best way to do it.
Okay.
Actually, maybe put it on this edge over here, like start it there, go
Okay.
down.
No, I'm pretty sure my mom's never shot a gun before in her life. I'm sure it would have been a question that was coming eventually, Red.
How can you live in this country and not shoot a gun?
I mean, I own one.
I know.
My dad's never shot one. I'm pretty sure my mom's never shot one. And I own one. But also, like, I'm a storyteller too. So, like, there are times where, like, I will ingratiate a story, but not in a way that, like, blows things out of proportion. Because I want to tell an entertaining story, right? So, like, I'm not gonna, like, outright lie about an outcome of a story or but you know, like a fisherman's tale kind of a deal where, like, if I'm talking about, you know, some dumbass threw a can of bug spray into a campfire when I was in Boy Scouts and damn near blew everybody up, you know, the reality is the fireball from a can of bug spray going into a campfire might have only been about 5 feet tall, but I'm going to tell you it was 10 or 15 because it makes a better story. But that doesn't, like, change the outcome of the story. We were all still perfectly safe and fine. Everybody just got the shit scared out of them. You know, like, that's the story you're going to get out of me.
We need at least 21 assemblers
Okay.
for Yellow Science.
Okay. For just the science.
Yes.
Okay.
If my calculations are
happen.
correct.
Yeah, we did have we had a kid who had an almost empty spray of bug spray, like almost empty. I mean, genuinely, probably almost empty. And he didn't know what to do with it, and he didn't want to put it back in his bag. And it was the last night we were out, and he didn't want to put it back in his bag, so he just threw it in the campfires, assuming that the can would melt, which it did, and then it exploded.
That doesn't surprise me.
But, like, he genuinely just thought, like a piece of plastic melts. He just assumed it would melt and turn into nothing. He didn't even think about the fact that it was a pressurized can and was going to explode. Like, that just did not occur to him at all. But, like, it's like the story about, like, me getting struck by lightning. Did I get directly hit by lightning? No. Did it still almost kill me? Yes. Like, that still happened. You know, there's only so much you can do when Mother Nature is, like, trying to test your bullshit.
I'm off on a warpath.
Well, I figured that was coming.
Time to liberate some rocks.
Red, I feel like if your TikTok feed is filled with Futanari, that's a statement on you.
That's something I didn't think I was gonna hear today.
Yeah, out of all the things I didn't pussyfoot around about, yeah.
It is also something I would find completely true.
Even if it is in the damn comments, dude, like that's on you. Oh man, you beat me.
I know. It's like, that's not supposed to be there.
Could you imagine if that had been a raid? Because that came in right, it would just be like, man, if you're looking at Futanari right as a raid came in.
I really don't think we need this many miners at all.
I mean, it's the 21st century. We shouldn't have miners at all. Wait, hold on. There we go. I mean, we're not a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers. When I was first getting started on making gaming content, I was like, do I do the easy thing and just become a Minecraft YouTuber because I'd be like one of 10 that wouldn't turn into a pedophile? Like, You would just get popular over time by being the only one to not fuck up. Like...
There are enough actual.
I
good
know,
ones
but
that-
like, it's like the running joke that like every fucking Minecraft YouTuber fucks up really bad at some point.
Mhm.
Or the ones that don't retire really, really early for some reason.
Mhm. Or they die.
Yeah. I am dying. I could capitalize on that.
That is half something I would expect you to say.
I could just be like the Iron Mouse of Minecraft. Like constantly in a state of dying, but acting like everything's fine. I wish you could change the input now. Oh, you can.
Input and output on what?
You can.
Oh.
These are the input and the output coming in off of chemical factories.
Well,
And you mirror it horizontally, and it just flips it, even though technically you shouldn't be able to do that.
yeah.
How the fuck is there spoilage on one of your corpses I just picked up?
I probably had fish.
Oh, that spoils now?
Uh-huh.
And you can't do anything with spoilage until you get the Glebo. Why the fuck would they let... That doesn't make any fucking sense. Where's that pile of pistols you had?
Yeah, I forget exactly where it was.
I know I had to move some of them because, like, I went to go put down a fucking conveyor belt and I picked some up by accident.
You might have picked them all up. I thought they were up by the stone stuff.
Maybe I put them in a box. Yep, here's the box. Oh, so you want to like expand up and right to just past the coal patch?
Yeah,
Okay.
might as well just. I'll start working on planning that out.
Hey, Red.
Plan it out and take care of our neighbors.
In one of the episodes, you're like, I'm gonna go liberate the neighbors and free them of their oil, and I was like so tempted to fucking dub in like an eagle screech or something. Like I would.
They don't need that stuff anyway, right? Oh, you're already starting to disassemble that?
A little bit. Trying to do it in a way where like it won't be too detrimental if something happens.
Okay. Let me copy some stuff first.
I didn't know you could lay train tracks in the map.
Yeah.
I figured that out while playing. I had no idea.
You know what? We might as well just, while we're at it, add our uranium mine because it's gonna be in the walls anyway. All the walls are gonna barely miss it otherwise, so.
Okay.
Going to.
What do I know about Love Island? I know nothing about Love Island. All I know is it's a dating reality show watched about people dating multiple people. Watched by mostly women who hate the idea of people dating multiple people. Just like most love reality TV shows.
Is love. I don't know, but you can't do it that way.
Dude, I literally pointed that out to an ex-girlfriend one time. She was one of those girls that would be like, I don't want you to do your hobby. I want you to sit on the couch and cuddle with me, but I'm gonna fucking ignore you the entire goddamn time and just diddle around on my phone. And I literally pointed out to her that her favorite television show is about a man who dates multiple women at the same time, and basically runs around cheating on them behind their back. And like every ex she's ever had has run around and cheated on her behind her back, and somehow she likes watching that show. And like, he was not ready to hear that.
Surprised. I'm going to halt some science production for a while to get red circuits. in my pockets to make some roboports.
Probably for the best.
Oh, come on. Ban you. Just pave it.
Yeah.
Just waves of robots running or flying to pave.
I don't even think I've set this up as a passive provider chest yet.
You must have.
Oh, alright, well, cool.
Because, yeah, you have. Because there were. Because I saw the wave of robots.
Not to... Dude, my best friend the other day, he was just like, watch it, you're gonna be like the next Technoblade. You're gonna finally take off and stop giving a shit about your expiration date just in time for it to fucking whap you. And I was like, oh, gee, thanks, man. It's a real vote of confidence. You know what's apparently a wild statement? Pointing out that Derplexin is a woman. And if you know who Derplexin is, you've just outed yourself.
I have no idea.
Probably a good thing. Honestly, that's probably a really good thing. No, I knew that. I followed Derplexin before they started making R-rated content.
Using so much steel.
Dude, I placed so many walls, I ran the battery on. I had a full charge, too.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Like, I've run it dry almost twice now. Ah.
Yes.
Swift charges require space sign.
Ah. Well, get everything ready for when we have that then.
Yep.
Probably a good idea.
I found out that the creator of Don thinks Reincarnated as a vending machine slop anime and should never have been made. And, like, it's caused a very interesting discourse and the manga because, like, right now there's a shit ton of, like, isekai anime coming out because that's what the Western market wants. And people in Japan are bitching about how much isekai is coming out. There's so many other genres, and like how they shouldn't just cater to the Western market. And it's like 80% of your profits comes out of the Western market. Like, make an isekai to then afford the money to make the series you want. Solution. The video game market figured that out years ago.
Make what the people want, then make what you want once that's done.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy Dawn to Dawn either, Red. Like, I struggled to get past Ep1. It really didn't interest me at all. Also, I've seen a lot of people, like, trying to bash the creator of Dawn to Dawn because of the quote-unquote sexy grandma. And they're like, it's playing into, like, really bad stereotypical cultures in Japan. Completely ignoring the fact that, like, his manager, who is a woman, is the one who told him to do it. And, like, a lot of the people who are complaining are women, saying that it's objectifying women and that his manager should be ashamed of it. But they're identifying the manager as a man, even though the manager was a woman who told him to do it. So, and you're absolutely right. I'd rather have sexy grandma than to have sexy lolly.
Why?
There's, hey,
People.
that's already a big enough problem in Japan. I'd rather it be the other way around.
Why do people think that's okay?
It shouldn't be. Like I get using lolly features to depict characters that act underage or that have underage tendencies because their character hasn't grown up. But the animes that I've seen do that also depict them as fully grown adults. They just only show them in lolly when they're acting like a child.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think that's fine. Well, no, because anytime the character is seen in an adult context, they're drawn as their actual age. And I think that's the distinctive difference between depicting someone as a lolly when they're acting like a child versus the character just being a lolly. My TikTok thinks I'm a woman. Like, straight up, all of the sponsored content that I could be doing is all for makeup. Makeup, lingerie, and dresses. Like, that's all fucking TikTok is sending me as potential stuff that I could do to make money on TikTok. It thinks I'm a woman. It also thinks I'm a woman that speaks Spanish. Half the stuff it sends me is in Spanish.
Interesting.
Right? Like, I think the most, like, relatable ad I've gotten, or not ad, but, like, potential content I've had so far was for a dog bed. And, like, I literally messaged my best friend and was like, hey, man, I might need to borrow your dog to make some money. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, didn't even question it, didn't ask why.
Borrow your dog to make some money. What are you up to now?
I'm tapping different resources into the network.
Okay. Just trying to get everything able to be used.
Yeah, in case something happens and we need to, like, remote access or just build something big and it can just do its thing. I
About
built,
like what's going on right now with
yeah, I built a small little factory that's just building blue inserters.
Okay.
And I might build, once we get a little bit more stable of a network, I might build one that also just builds blue constructors. So that way when we do blueprint stuff, we can
Okay.
not worry about it.
Yeah. That's probably the best option. I was gonna do that after I was done with this. The inserters at least. But if you're gonna do that, well, I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, I've already got the inserters. It's already done.
Oh, that's why there's just a
Yep.
trickle of inserters coming over here.
Every time it makes one, a bot runs over and steals it.
I see you're paving more of the floor now.
I didn't know what else.
That's understandable. We're getting to the point where we might want to
Just
start
build a rocket.
flying. Yeah.
Just build the fucking rocket. It's the whole point of the goddamn game.
Or get closer to the point where we do build the rocket. So, like, get everything that's needed for it.
I'm trying to make my like first compilation video like all the way up until we go into space. And after that I'll start trying to like do periodic episodes. Where I only combine 1 or 2 live streams together.
I mean, I normally name them where I look at the name, okay, that's what it does.
I mean, in my last save through, I literally was like named after Greek gods and stuff based on the planet, but
Yeah.
it gets confusing after a while.
Yeah, I'm like, which one was that made on? And it's like Space Science. Yep. There we are. Oh, there we go.
Achievement unlock. Oh, I forget how. Oh, that we're fucking tiny. We are gonna have to actually. Damn.
Oh yeah, that platform is very tiny. Oh,
I thought it was
might
at
wanna-
least double that.
You missed one tile of the concrete flooring.
Did
The
I?
space. I just had a robot come and
Ain't
fix
that
it.
a bitch?
I was like, wait, there's just ground under that one power pole.
Oh, I was gonna make a new factory that was just blue circuits. I remember.
Yeah, I think you said something about that.
Just to power the rocket. Right.
Well, I was gonna start on the rail blocks. That's what I was saying.
I mean, do you want to just clear out? Yeah. Do you just want to? I don't know how far the land goes out to the right. Are you looking at the map? Can you see where my cursor?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
I'm thinking, do we want to just like go out to the right? If this is a peninsula, do we want to try and just like take over like this whole area? If it stops, assuming that there's ocean over here, do we want to try and take this whole area over?
We can try.
I was trying to future-proof the concrete a little bit more, so the next time like I put down a huge swath of concrete, it doesn't just like shit the bed again.
Just configuring those.
Oh, sorry. Spider, Wester.
Yeah.
There you go. I was about to start the beautification process, and I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on over here? I finally got around to making it look nice, and now I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
The factory must grow. It must not grow pretty, but it must grow. Red is probably just...
Whoa.
Well, yeah, and that's the build that I took some red off of, which... What is taking red? Circuits...
Blue Science is taking red.
Well, I'm saying, like, where are the red circuits in that?
Conga line going?
Oh,
They're going
that's
to.
why.
They're going over here to the expansion.
Because I forgot to limit the Roboport production. That's why. I don't think we're gonna
Oh!
ever need any more Roboports made.
Yeah, not for a while anyway.
Just a little over 100 Roboports. Oh. Probably does have no ammo. After getting an ammo resupply whenever I find my way back over there. Thanks for coming over and helping too.
Yep.
I was resupplying those.
Oh, sorry.
Don't delete them.
Over. Move up. Move up. Move up.
There we are. I have got my Iron Man suit back.
Hey, victory!
Where I can just stand there and... Nope. Ah, that's why my inventory was filling up. Because the suit actually gives you more inventory slots.
Yeah, significantly more.
Alright.
After like the third time I saw you die, I was like, maybe I should go over there and help.
I was just thinking, I could probably do this on my own, but help would be nice. I'll just leave it be. So, what was I doing? Good question.
The last thing I remember you saying out loud in relation to trains is, I'm gonna do this so I remember next time. Maybe, probably.
How did that work out? I'm just gonna copy. Because this was going to be a circuit block, this one, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think that was the plan.
So, what does circuits need in? Iron, copper, plastic. And then we can pipe in sulfuric acid. Iron, copper, plastic, sulfuric acid.
Well, a huge chunk of it comes down to resale value, right? Like, if you designed a building in Gothic architecture, it's gonna be larger at the bottom than it is at the top. That's a huge part of Gothic architecture, is it slopes inward toward the top. There's a college in my county that is what is described as cyberpunk meets Gothic architecture. And it's bright white. It's not dark colors like what you think of when you think of Gothic, but it does feel Gothic. The problem is that building cost almost like $1 billion to make one building, and it's their library. Like, and it's got, yeah, oh, it's even better. It's got these huge mechanical moving metal fins at the top. And when you're in there trying to study, all you hear is as like the metal fins are moving around the way that they're meant to. Like it is like the most obnoxious shit you've ever heard in your life.
Worth it.
Is the standard quo, which just I don't think should be the case, but that's coming from somebody that would love to build a traditional looking Japanese house in the middle of American suburbia and live in it. So I would love to build a house that looks like a fucking art piece. Like, I think that'd be cool as shit. Like I said, if I ever won, like, the Mega Million whatever jackpot, like, fucking lottery here in America, I wouldn't tell anybody, but there'd be some goddamn signs.
Probably be a lot of signs.
Well, not only would there be
Very obvious
a
ones.
beautiful Japanese house in the middle of America's suburbia, there would also be a 12-inch gauge railroad running around in the yard. So you'd have American trains running around a Japanese home. It would be the weirdest, gaudiest shit you've ever fucking seen in your life. So is one of these staging yards inbound and the other's outbound?
One of them's inbound, one of them's mixed. Because there's 4 stops and 3 of them are inbound.
Would you like me to automate the production of train cars and engines?
Yeah. Just a small little thing for that.
Yeah, like
Doesn't
one
take too
assembler
much.
each. Yeah, no. I think that's the thing that boggles my mind about these big Factorio projects is like, you're like, okay, and we're done. No, the fuck we're not. God damn it. Like, it's like you get so stuck in on one little part, you're like, I can finally, God damn it, I'm 10% done. Okay. I'm trying to figure, because I figure you and me should go to the Vulcus at the same time. I don't think we should go independently, at least the first time to every planet.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make myself busy until you're at a point where you can do that. Oh, I should build everything we need to send a rocket back so that when we're ready to leave, we can actually leave.
That's probably a good idea. Get everything up there for a landing pad, a rocket silo, and
Yeah.
I would say 2 rockets.
Yeah.
Running out of iron in the middle of the base.
Yeah, well, that iron patch that we started with is basically non-existent at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we're still getting enough in.
And the burner inserters are... Yeah, we're still getting enough to support ourselves, but like when the burner inserters are starting to struggle to keep up.
What do you mean burn servers?
Some of our steel production is still relying on coal.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
And they're struggling to keep up with because we're consuming the ore faster than it can get it.
Oh, I forgot that was straight from ore.
Yeah.
I mean, we have all that automated, so we could have built that from space, but, you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day, who in their right mind would use the green modules? No, I was thinking,
Production module?
no, the efficiency, energy efficiency. And I thought, those would be perfect on that planet where, the lightning planet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. All right, Anthony, take us there.
What am I doing? Okay.
So kind of how you would add a station.
Mhm.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's so much faster than my first barge.
Well, yeah, it's got 8 engines on it.
Well, my first barge had like 3, you're right. So I was not expecting it to be that fast, though. I thought it would be fast, but I didn't think it was going to be that fast.
Yeah.
A lot more fuel efficient than I thought it was going to be, too. I thought we were just going to burn through like 80% of the fuel in one trip.
Nope, it's looking like almost half only. The uranium ammo you put in there is doing its work.
Yep. It is running out, though. I'm not sure how to set up the logic so that when there's no uranium on the belt, it will pull regular ammo. There's got to be a way to do it.
I don't think there is, unless... Wait, maybe?
I would assume you could just turn on and off an inserter, is what I would assume, but... Alright, well...
Let me... Do you have anywhere you want the landing pad specifically, or not here?
You tuck it up against that cliff next to, that way it's somewhat out of the way, and then by the time we get cliff charges, it won't matter.
Okay. Landing pad. Let me make it before you send more stuff down.
Yeah. I don't know if it works with or without power. I might have to send you a couple of solar panels.
I don't think it's powered.
Okay. I sent down the extra storage.
Okay. There's just a ton of stuff down here now.
Yeah. How do I send myself down again? How long since I've done it?
You need to... It's on the right-hand side.
Oh, dropped planet there.
Normal, yeah.
Achievement, travel to Vulcus.
Hey. Welcome.